To achieve the 10-star power, Ueki chose to enter the awakening chamber of Margaret, who had transformed himself into a celestial beast. Meanwhile, Sano and Rinko, together with Van and Diego Star of Team Barrow, were already in the midst of a really tough fight against Cannon. I was making my way over there to help them as quickly as I could when I ran into Kill Norton, the guy with the 179 IQ. I figured that all these skilled fighters would be able to take Cannon down. Or at least that's what I hoped. Cannon's power is unbelievable. He managed to take everyone else out before attacking me!
I've got you now. Well then, I suppose that means you've become a 10-star now.
All right. I think you'd better step aside. Time to teach this guy a lesson. Episode 50, The Law of Ueki versus Hanan. I'm not gonna let you get away with hurting my friends any more than you already have.
Come on, let's have a test to see if you've really gotten any stronger.
Seikoo!
Whoa. So that's Seikoo, the sacred weapon of flight. How incredible.
You know, you're pretty good.
Just looks that way. Take this!
But I can easily match your speed. Whoa! Huh? What?
Ueki!
That was pretty fast.
While I was maximizing the power of my Seikoo, I thought I might as well polish up my celestial power as well. So now I can match your ultra speed every step of the way, Hanan. I call it Liho's Celestial Power Control Technique!
That's a bit of a mouthful, wouldn't you say?
The control of celestial power, huh?
I get it. Ueki's been able to infuse his sacred weapon, Seikoo, with the full strength of his celestial power, and that's enabled him to actually make his Seikoo stronger.
It's all thanks to you, Liho!
Have you forgotten already? If I'm not mistaken, you were completely defeated by Robert's power to change ideals into reality. Pick.
Oh no!
I've changed a lot since then! Level 2! Reverse!
All right!
Go! What the?
No way! How'd he do that? Ueki's pick was a level 2! It doesn't make any sense. How did Hanan's pick beat it?
I simply decided to use my pick as a normal sacred weapon instead of the ideal version. This essentially makes your level 2 useless against me, because now you can't make my sacred weapons ineffective by reversing them. However, as you can see, it obviously limits their power considerably. That's it for this test. I can see now that you really have gotten much stronger, which is why you can expect me to fight with my full power.
What's that?
The 10-star sacred weapon, Arch Enemy.
So, that's it.
The 10-star sacred weapon, archenemy.
The archenemy is a living sacred weapon that changes the thoughts of its handler into power. The form and shape it takes are a manifestation of the one who controls it. Its power is determined by the strength of the thoughts of the one who wields it. Allow me to show you a little demonstration of that strength.
What the?
No way.
My archenemy gets all of its strength from my thoughts and the desire to carry out my dream.
Strength of thought?
In case you were wondering, Robert's archenemy gained all of its power from his hatred of human beings. But in spite of that, his archenemy couldn't even put a scratch on me in the end. But I guess that's because he decided to abandon his hateful feelings after meeting you. Really? How silly.
Hey, what's happening now?
A fight with sacred weapons while using the Seiku?
I suppose Hanan has the ability to use the sacred weapons of the king and Robert, not to mention his own.
But is the power of this archenemy really that incredible? Can you see anything? From back here, I can't really tell what's happening.
He can't do it. There's absolutely no way he could win against a monster like that.
I think Robert made the right choice. I don't see anything wrong with abandoning the hatred of people.
Huh?
I guess it's up to me to beat that twisted, misguided attitude out of you! Archenemy!
So that's Ueki's archenemy?
Wait, that's Mr. K! What is he doing here?
So that's the manifestation of your strength, huh? It seems kind of pathetic to me.
I don't care what you say. Go, archenemy!
Hey, come on, relax. Let me finish my drink here. You know, you're not going to have much of a life if you're always in a rush.
Yeah, I guess you got a point.
I really wish you would have thought up a more interesting visual image for me. I mean, you've got me looking like a normal old man.
You're right about that.
How am I supposed to get psyched up when I look like this?
We're dead.
Huh? I'm so lost. Where am I anyway? Honestly, I have no idea where I am or where I'm supposed to go. Huh?
Huh?
Hey, Barrow, am I glad to see you?
Okay, I see. The image that represents the archenemy is the manifestation of the strength of the person using it. So that means Ueki's strength is basically the same as this man.
Mr. K might not look all that tough, but it doesn't mean he's weak. That's right! Even if he looks like an ordinary guy, he could have incredible power lurking beneath the surface!
Let's go!
Oh yeah! He can do it!
Archenemy!
Yes!
Go, Mr. K!
This isn't good. He's definitely got the power advantage. I wonder if my archenemy has what it takes to beat Hanan's.
Hey there, Barrow! What are you doing in a place like this, anyway? Where are your friends? Why are you all alone? And what happened to your teammates? Huh? Did they go join in the fight?
You know,
Huh?
I wanted to become a human so badly. I figured that if I did, I'd be able to paint pictures with my mother for the rest of my life. That's why I'm here.
Well, what happened?
I was betrayed by Hanan. I can finally see that now. In the end, I was nothing more than his pawn. And even if I had been able to help him win the battle, he still wouldn't have been able to make me a real human being.
Barrow.
It's all over. There never was a way for us to go back to the way things were. I was in denial.
Well, all right. Then why don't you go over there and join in the fight against Hanan? Use your power to blow him away for betraying you like that. You've got a really incredible power, you know. Honestly, if you and your teammates work together, I'm sure you'd be able to—
It can't be done! My power! It's not enough to beat someone like him! I happen to know that for a fact, and that's why I'm running.
Huh?
Well, what about you? You know that too! That's why you're here, and not in the fight!
Well, What's the right thing to do here? Should I go and fight? Sooner or later, I've got to do my part. But everything's changed. If I go over there, I might just get in the way. I'm sure Ueki and the rest of the team will manage without me. They'll be fine. I... Don't you dare underestimate Hideyoshi!
Huh?
Alright, let me set you straight here. Honestly, the only reason I'm here is to take you back.
Oh, really?
Yeah! You know, you really should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sure that if your mother were watching you right now, she wouldn't be very proud of the way you've handled yourself. You gave up on this fight before it started. I doubt she'd be proud of a son who wouldn't help his friends because he was scared to fight. You've worked so hard this whole time because you have things you want to tell your mother, right? Well, I think that's great. But what you should be doing right now is helping your friends who have been fighting beside you this whole time.
After this, I'm not sure I'm worthy to call them friends anymore.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Honestly, I'm no better. Because you know, it just so happens I took off on my friends as well. So compared to what a poor friend I've been, you actually don't look all that bad.
But I thought you came here to take me back.
Let's not worry about the details, okay? Now let's get going. Launch us over there using your Raika.
Huh? What do you think I am, a taxi?
Like I said, don't worry about the details. Let's go, Baro!
You know what? I'm sick of worrying anyway. Here I come, Hanon!
Well, it looks like your archenemy can't defeat me. So what are you gonna do now?
Ueki! Don't lose!
Trying to run from me is pointless.
Hey, where are you going now?
I've got to get as far away from I and those other guys as possible, or they'll be caught in the devastation of Hanon's archenemy.
Kurogane!
Archenemy! We both have the archenemy, but why is his so much more powerful?
The archenemy is a living sacred weapon that changes the thoughts of its handler into power. The form and shape it takes are a manifestation of the one who controls it.
It transforms my thoughts into power.
You have enough time to stop and think? Pick! Robert's mistake was thinking he could defeat you using only his pick. So I'm gonna make sure to finish you off with the archenemy. But before I do that, I think it would be a good idea to wear you down a bit more.
I just don't get it. How does it use my thoughts?
Namihana! Kurogane! Pick! Rama!
It's no good. The more I try to think about it, the harder it gets to figure it all out. And my vision's getting blurry. I mean, what are my thoughts anyway?
I guess it's about that time already. Maybe you know this by now, but the archenemy is limited to 6 launches. The king's archenemy was already used up in his fight against my father. As for Robert's, well, he used his twice against me, and I've already launched 3 against you, so it looks like I've got 1 shot left. You certainly wasted yours back there. If I'm not mistaken, you've got at least 2 shots left, but they won't do you any good. Your archenemy is powerless, and you're so weak right now you can't even dodge mine. So get ready, because here it comes. My last archenemy shot.
Oh no, at this rate that thing's gonna hit I. Probably Sano, Rinko, and Leo too. Archenemy! I always protect my friend! That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking.
That was great. You're the first one who's ever been able to match me. You deserve a reward.
Robert? Robert! He released Robert, but why would he do that? Now he won't be able to use Robert's power or any of his sacred weapons. Why would he choose to give up powers in the middle of a fight? If he has no power, then he's not a power user anymore. In other words, that means...
So, you understand?
If Hanon's not a power user, then... His talent?
Yeah, we call it a talent, but it's kind of like a skill.
You lost me.
Basically, he's got a whole bunch of talents or abilities, but every time his power to change trash into trees is used to hurt someone, he loses one of his other abilities. That's the punishment I was talking about earlier.
Whatever! Just tell me what had happened if Ueki lost every one of his talents!
Yes, good question.
Since Hanon's not a power user anymore, Ueki will lose talents if he uses his power to hurt him. And if Ueki loses all of his talents, he'll disappear.
When I took possession of the king's body, this was the one rule I wasn't able to change. After all, he based the whole structure of this battle around the principle of talents. But in the end, the fact that I couldn't change it actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Here's why. Your sacred weapons are all based upon the tree power that was given to you by your sponsoring candidate. So in other words, every attack you make is dependent upon that power. Which means that you can only attack me as many times as you have talents to spare. Your opportunities to defeat me now are very limited. Tell me, how many talents do you have left, Ueki?
Great, another disadvantage.
Let's see. As of the end of the third round, you've got 18 talents remaining. But of course, none of them are particularly good.
Do you really have to check the numbers after every fight? At the moment, I've got 18 talents, which means that I can hurt him 18 times. But the only chance I have to defeat him is with the arch-enemy, which I can launch one more time. I'd better make sure I don't miss.
What are you gonna do, Ueki?
I only need a second. If I could just get him to stay put for 1 second.
Ueki? Ueki?
Don't worry about me. Take care of Robert.
Hey, wait! Ueki!
Seiku.
Wonder what he's got planned.
It doesn't matter how many talents I have. I've got to do this. I don't have a choice.
Robert by barfing him up, and now every time Ueki injures Hanan, he loses a talent! What's this? He's already only got 3 left? What kind of tactic is that anyway? But if he loses all his talents, he's going to cease to exist!
Next time, the Law of the Talent of Blank. I'm glad to have met each and every one of you.